Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what's going on for November. We have 4 weeks in November. There will not be an overview. I'm going to bypass the overview and just do the first week, which will be the 3rd through the 9th in this video. And I wanted to talk to you directly about the messages I'm getting for us as a collective for this month, right? The messages from my better angels and my guides. They're pretty intense, and I'll just share them, okay? We are all one. This is it. We are one human race. And if we can stay focused on the fact that we are part of the human race and come together and be peace, this will be the answer, right? We need to look for the similarities with our neighbors. We need to look for the similarities with the people we don't necessarily agree with. Whether it's as simple as we wear the same shoes, we shop at the same store, or just happen to like the same movies. That's all that matters, right? Stay focused there and less on other things that would be divisive, right? We don't want to divide ourselves. We want to stay as clumped up as possible, and we want to remember that we've all been winners and we've all been losers in our lives, because that's part of building character, right? And so when we were winners, we won with grace, and when we were losers, we lost with grace, right? So we need to be cautious and careful that we recognize the feelings that other people are going through, whichever side we might be on a given situation or topic. And the fact is, we don't have to rub people's noses in things. We don't need to be extra dividey, right? We don't want to make everybody feel weird. In fact, it's okay to do a victory dance at home alone by yourself, okay, or with your peeps. But that's the thing, is we need to be more respectful of other people's feelings this particular month. All right, so we're just going to try and stay focused on that and being peace, right? Being peace. Don't even acknowledge the possibility of there being a potential clash. So we're going to just be peace. Ta-da! Nothing to fight about, nothing that we can do anymore. It's all done. Ta-da! All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into these readings. So, we have 4 decks for the 4 weeks. These are all actually repeat decks from last month. I know this one's almost poof, disappeared. But this is, of course, the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I'm going to go ahead and start laying out the cards. There will be 12. We're going to have all these cards coming out. There'll be 12 in the first round is what it'll be, and we'll go around 3 times for where we are, what's blocking us, and what our solution is in each of these 12 houses. So it'll be a total of 36 cards. But yeah, it is it's a nice in-depth reading for the week. And if you find these you find that you like this style, please let me know. Leave me a note. Comment below. Let me know what's going on there. I won't know if you don't tell me, right? If it's just too much, period, and you want me to go back to what I was doing before, those 10, 15-minute deals, cool. Let me know. If you don't tell me, I won't know. It's interesting how this online stuff works. It's a little harder to intuit what other people are perceiving and appreciating or not appreciating if they don't like, subscribe, and let me know, right? Comment and share. Go ahead and share these videos if you find that they would be helpful to your friend who might be going through something. That would be totally fine. I'm not mad about that. I put them out there in the public eye to be seen because I really want to help out. You know, I want people to feel supported in what's going on around them. And that's the goal, is to help you feel the support so that you have a better idea what's coming up and can make better decisions. So you aren't doing things that are counterproductive, right? Staying over-focused on one thing that you realize, oh, that was just one of those things I can just not worry about so much. All right, so let's go ahead. Ta-da! Here we go. This is the full reading. Let's go ahead and look at where you are, Virgo. What's going on with you personally? What's going on with yourself? you're feeling really abundant. You're feeling like you have many options and possibilities, and or there's some of you that might be feeling overwhelmed with so many options and possibilities. So some of you are feeling good about it, and some of you are feeling overwhelmed by it. It's not uncommon, and it's not terrible. It just means it's feelings, right? Sometimes we have feelings about that stuff, and either we may feel comfortable sharing about that. If it helps us get focused, you also might want to journal if you're feeling overwhelmed, just to get the things out on paper. It helps you categorize what's what and where things belong and which things you must do and not do and everything else. That's good. And there's a little part of you that's absolutely, whoops, nope, this is the blocking department, so you're not really in a position to jump into anything new, okay? You have so many options on your plate right now. If there are things that you're already involved in, keep going. And if you're thinking about starting something new, it's like, oh, come on. Oh, come on, Virgo. Give yourself a break. There's a lot going on. You need to chill. Take a minute, take a deep breath, and you'll be all right, okay? There's definitely, the Six of Wands is here, showing that you do want to share your ideas and get other people on board. I think this has something to do with you wanting to diversify, meaning that you want other people to take on some of the burden. Here, I'm going to share something with you in the hopes that maybe you'll pick up where I left off and I don't have to do this anymore. Ta-da! I do see you trying to lighten your load. So if you have a lot on your plate and you need to get rid of some of it so you can be okay, don't be ashamed. Don't be upset. Be ready to go for it, all right? It'll be helpful to you to do so, all right? Let's talk about your money. What's going on with your money? We have the Tower. The Tower is showing me that things are starting to get busy, and I think they're going to fall together for you, not apart, okay? I've seen the other cards, and I know what I'm talking about here, but whatever you've been working on with your money, things are just going to start to get going in the right direction, all right? So you may end up signing some papers this week, and that's okay. I think that they'll be working in the right direction, right? So this is good. I like it very much for you. The Three of Wands is here, showing that, yeah, you most definitely have the opportunity at this time to be blocked by your past memories. So everything you've done in the past may stop you from moving forward. What I mean by that is that you might be digging into memories. You might be digging into other parts of the situation and allowing those things to say, wait, no, I should wait. No, no, no. And the answer is you're in new territory, okay? And you can't draw on the past when you're in new territory. You just go with the new, with what's going on that's new and make it work, all right? So let the past go for now. It will block you from letting things fall together because we have the Ten of Pentacles. Your money is going to get good. It's going to be good family money. It's going to be good real money. It's going to be all money. And yeah, that's kind of the point in the money department, right? We are in the money department. And when it ends up with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm saying winning. All right, so good for you, Virgo. Well done. Remember, it's all new territory, so you don't want to base your decisions on what's going on in the past. And if there's an emotional component to the situation, let that go too, because it's going to block you, all right? So, yeah, just release the emotions and get on with what you got to get going on, all right? What's going on right here? Yes, this is going to be the communication department. So, we have the Nine of Swords showing us that, yeah, you're going to have to be in charge of something in the communication department. Other people aren't going to be pushing to get the communication going on. I feel like it has something to do with the money situation where you're going to be having to make contact on a regular to make it happen. Okay, so you may have to push it all through. So really, truly, it's kind of new territory. You're used to having people and things come through and be more proactive in their communication. You're like, okay, if you really want something, let's do it. Ta-da! And it's kind of a thing. So you have to, you don't want to be in charge of it, by the way, but you are going to be in charge of it. So keep letting your communication skills dictate the situation because you can. The thing that'll block you is thinking more about how you're going to make more money, or staying focused on how much money you can make in this moment will block you too much. So you may be finding yourself in a happy medium situation financially, as opposed to, I mean, you're going to have enough. We talked about that. But when you start, I feel like there may be a small loss being taken. I don't know what's going on for some of you, but some of you might be selling something or whatever, and you have to like tick down the price a little bit. You're still going to be winning big time. But the fact is, you might have to take a little loss in some area, not fight so hard in some areas, but you are going to get this done, right? You're going to be the one making plans to make it work, all right? And yeah, the family is getting together and they're having a good time. There's going to be some family joy here. This is awesome. I love it. As a result of this experience and getting this thing handled, I think that it's all coming together to be some family joy, which is super interesting to have that be in the communication situation. The family input will be strong and they will be pleased with what's happened, okay? So whatever you're pushing through here, it's going to be all good with the family, and everything here is good. So congratulations. Yeah, family money and family joy. Boom! Love that. All right, let's talk about the family directly. What's going on with the family directly? So it's going to start out with you needing to stand up for your ideas. This is the Seven of Wands. You are going to say, hey, this is what's going on. This is where I'm at. And this is what's happening. And you're like, hey, other people will say, well, what do you mean you're doing that? Da, 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 da. And then you'll kind of explain it with a convincing argument. And they'll be like, oh, okay, cool, perfect. So excellent. I really see that you're going to win them over with your ideas. So that's good news. The thing that will block you is this Five of Pentacles. More information about ways to make more money. I mean, I feel like some of your people your family may be wanting to wring out a lot of money over something, and it's not going to necessarily be the answer. If they were more local, if they were more around, they might have more to say. The fact is, they're not, and you're having to make decisions on your own and make things happen on your own. And the answer really is just do the thing, right? Do the thing, take a small loss, boom, everybody's still winning. It may be not just as much as it was. So don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. So get less advice on the financial end with your family, okay? They're going to have a lot to say. And of course, the Two of Cups is here, showing that your relationship is where you're going to find solace, and you're going to be supported by your person who is going to say, hey, this is good news. We're all in this and we're handling it, and this is great. You're doing a great job. Everything is perfect. So your person, whoever your support system is at home, directly with you, is going to be what takes you and saves you, okay? So allow for that. Allow your person to be your person and take care of you. That's wonderful news. But what is going on in your passion department? The passions of your life. Is it traveling? Is it decorating for Halloween? What is your passion? Of course, that's a little past now, isn't it? We're in November. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, whatever your passion is, what's going on here? So your passions may be getting in the way right now and being a little bit more than you can handle. So they are overwhelming you in some way, and you're like, whoa, Nellie, what am I supposed to do with all this? This is more than I anticipated, more than I asked for, and I'm not digging it. So there's something about this that's feeling more like a burden, right? So your passions, so maybe you've taken up painting, and you think, yeah, cool, I like painting landscapes. I do a couple landscapes, everything is cool. And then somebody comes and says, I need 17 of those, and then I'm going to go sell them in my gallery. And you're like, 17? I showed you 3 that I did over, 6 months, because I was having a fun time. I like it. It's good. And they're saying, no, I need you to do 17 of these in the next 2 months so I can put them in my gallery. And you're like, I'm way overwhelmed by this situation. I am way overwhelmed by I'm now being sabotaged by my beautiful, fabulous hobby, which used to give me peace, and now it's giving me a coronary. So not literally, people. I speak in pictures, okay? And I say things that aren't true to your health ever, all right? So just calm down. Everything's fine. You're fine. It's just you're overwhelmed, all right? You'll have to make some boundaries. All right. So you're going to make some boundaries. The Six of Cups is blocking you, stopping you from being too overwhelmed, which is, of course, giving from your heart. The giving from your heart is going to be the thing that helps block your being so overwhelmed, and you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm not going to do more than I want. Okay? So there you go. Presto. And you're going to do what you want to do to give from your heart. I feel like you're going to pull yourself back from this situation by saying, look, I have things to do. I have things I've already pre-planned. I have pre-planned engagements, and I'm going to go do my engagements, and I'm not going to put a lot of stress on myself to do this. I don't want to, and I don't need to. Okay? You have a nice day. I'm going to do this, and you're going to let this beautiful thing where you give from your heart block you from having that nonsense going on. Ta-da! The solution in the end, of course, is that once you've given from your heart, everything is good. You're in new territory. You're asking for help. You're going to have questions, and you'll be able to answer questions, and you'll do what you can. But you're not going to overwhelm yourself. I feel like you're allowing yourself to be new in this situation and saying, okay, I am completely new to this situation, and this is how I don't know what you're talking about up here. I don't know what you're talking about, and I can't possibly meet your goals. So let's be clear. I'm not going to meet that goal. So carry on with your thoughts on what you think I'm going to do, because it's not what's really happening, okay? So it's interesting. Let's go ahead and talk about your work and your health, all right? So, King of Swords, being in charge. We are taking charge of our work, okay? We are going to be the boss of our work. We are not going to mess around with anything less than being the boss of our work, setting our own schedule, doing our own thing, being all that and a bag of chips. Love that. You've got enough money to take care of whatever you need to take care of. It's kind of the thing that's going to make you, when you have your money situation figured out, you're going to be like, do I really need to work anymore? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So don't give up on work per se until you're truly ready. For some of you, that'll be right away stat, and it'll be truly okay because you have done your share. Absolutely. But others of you will get excited because you feel like you've had a windfall and you want to just plain stop. And some of you just too young for that nonsense. I love you guys, but we have to stay true to what's true, and that is you unless you win like boku bucks in the lottery, and most of those people actually spend all their money, so be careful. The fact is, you're going to be here a long time, so continuing with something that fills your heart is important. If you are not, in fact, doing something that fills your heart and makes you happy, I know here you're all bossed up, but we can definitely say that if you have a windfall now and can change your trajectory into something that truly fills your heart and makes you really happy, that is the answer to the whole thing. We want you to be able to do what you want and be truly happy. And if being the boss isn't making you happy, then you might want to figure something else out. Be the boss enough to say, I don't want to be the boss, and hand it off, right? So don't let the money stop you from working, but let the money support you if you need to make a change, right? Okay, because your judgment is right here, okay? Judgment is right here saying, hey, my best judgment is either that I don't need to work anymore, or that I really need to keep working, but I need to do it in a different way, and I don't want to do this at all. This is, certain lines are going to be drawn. Certain things are going to fall by the wayside. And it's not in a bad way. It's in a, holy cow, I've grown out of that. And isn't that wonderful? It's important that you do make that choice and you make that move because it will help you, all right? Very cool. I'm going to light that candle that's right over here that's not lit. Sorry, Virgo. I apologize. Apologize. But yeah, we're going to get that silly thing out of the way. And yes, this candle is all about dun 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 meditation. Cedarwood and balsam. Nice. So here we go. That's a beautiful candle, ready to go, and it's taking us into a meditative state. Sorry, I apologize for not lighting the candle already. I forget sometimes. All right, let's get back to the reading. Let's talk about your health now. This is going to be all about your health. You're in charge of your health. You are in charge of whether you're doing well or you're doing badly. And if you are doing badly, it's because you're not doing the right things to take care of yourself. And you know it. You just need to pay attention to the fact that it's time to step up to the plate and take care of you. You have enough money to buy whatever equipment you need or whatever you want to do or join the gym or whatever it is. You can afford to take care of yourself, okay? You can. Just allow yourself to take care of yourself. And if you need to start with like a 1-month deal of having somebody be your personal coach to get you going, just to push you for a month, so then every day you start out doing something and then it'll become a habit, right? So you can afford a short-term project that'll get you going in the right direction with your health, all right? So don't be afraid of considering something like that, or, you know, something that'll get you moving in the right direction, because you really need to get moving, all right? I want you to boss up on your personal health. But of course, you don't want to start out where you were when you were 20. You're going to start out where you are when you're, you know, at your personal age, and go easy on yourself, but at the same time, don't be afraid to do a little extra and do a little extra. Further on down the road, right? We're taking precautions, but we're moving forward, all right? This is our only temple. We got to make sure our temple's doing what we need it to do. Otherwise, there's really no point of being here, right? We need to, well, there is, and we definitely need to. But the temple is what keeps us here, right? And we want the temple to be nice. So let's work on that. Next area we're going to talk about is partnerships and relationships. All right. What's going on? Aha. We are in charge in our relationship. We are the boss of our relationship. With this responsibility comes, you know, you need to be cautious with this, okay? We want you to be cautious with this responsibility, okay? It's a gift in its own special way, and a curse. So your words have power. Your world is, the people around you are counting on you, and they also want you to be gentle in your process and how you approach them in their situations. We want you to definitely be approachable and able to hear people and listen to their words so that you can move forward, all right? Within the relationship. The Page of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. This is new information about ways to manifest more love in your relationships. That's very nice. I like that. So you're getting, because you're in charge, you're finding out ways and means to do better with it and create more love in your relationship. Maybe you've discovered that if I make breakfast on Saturday mornings, my person feels incredibly loved and cared for and appreciated. I can skip it all the other days of the week, but this one day a week changes everything and adds a whole new layer of love and kindness to this relationship that, who knew, right? And now I can like plot and plan one breakfast a week to really show some love and care for this person. And that's good. We like that. This card here is talking about how, I know normally this should be the thing that blocks us, and I just don't see it blocking you because of the potential harshness of this situation. You being in charge. Okay, I'm in charge, I'm in charge, I'm in charge. Wait, ooh, This is information that will slow down the in-charginess and or help the in-charginess to be making informed decisions. Love that. And the Ace of Pentacles, dun dun dun, you will be manifesting whatever it is, that extra love, that extra joy, that extra whatever you need. It isn't really money and when we're talking relationships, but you'll feel bountiful, you'll feel fulfilled, you'll feel the love coming in because you figured out and decoded that one meal a day or one meal a week makes such a difference to this other person, your other person, that presto changeo, ha-ha. And maybe it is just how you put the toilet paper on the toilet thing, on, you know, how you hang it. Whatever it is going to create a whole different level of bounty in your relationship. So be aware and pay attention and you'll get that information. It'll be okay. All right? It has something to do with a memory for that other person in your relationship. And the memories, they're all twisted up, but it's okay. I think you're going to be just great, okay? Let's talk now about releasing things, letting things go. What are we going to need to let go of this week, all right? We have the Eight of Cups. There is somebody in your life that you might need to let go of. Maybe this is somebody you're letting go of in stages or a little at a time, not sure what's going on exactly, but this doesn't feel like a let go because they're a problem person. I feel like this is a let go because they just need more leash. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a release in pain or agony or frustration or anger. This is a little bit of, you know, I'm going to give this person more freedom to do what they need to do, and I'm not going to take it personally, right? So little by little, you're going to let them go a little bit more and a little bit more. And if they're yours, they'll come back, okay? I'm just saying. Don't worry. There's more to this than you think, okay? And what's blocking you in that situation? Finances are a feeling of bountifulness. You feel like you have enough friends, you feel like you have enough stuff, and they are part of that process. They're actually one of the pentacles on this Six of Pentacles, right? So they're part of your base. They're part of the base of your bounty in your life, but they are requiring a little extra space. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's going to be great, okay? Because they're coming back, right? Whatever this is, isn't a true release. This is just a marginal release. For some of you, I'm not going to lie, yeah, somebody from your personal base needs to be let go of because they're not working out anymore. But your wishes are going to get fulfilled. Dun, 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 Nine of Cups. Love that. And it really speaks to the fact that everything, I feel like if there's any more distance between you and this other person that you're letting go of, it's going to make you all the better, right? The relationship will be all the sweeter, all right? So this is cool. I don't see this being an issue. I think this is a very interesting version of release. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's going to be great. All right. So let's move on, Virgo, to travel and movement. Ha-ha. Let us see what's going on there. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. You are an idea maker. You are the down-to-earth, easygoing, feminine energy person who is truly in charge of where you go, when you go, and how you get there. So you're always plotting and planning your course. You're always there, taking care of it, okay? Super chill, super easygoing, handling your business. Being totally in charge of it right now is kind of in the way, but you have a lot of irons in the fire right now, right? We talked about how you had so many things going on. You got all this stuff in the money department going on. You're possibly sabotaging yourself over here with your passions. So it doesn't surprise me that you're like, travel right now? Yes, I'm supposed to be planning something, but I'm feeling very overwhelmed, and maybe you forget. There's a potential for you to forget to make your arrangements, whatever you need to. There's also the potential for you to just be overwhelmed by this situation and wanting to pawn it off on someone else if you can, because this is about being in charge, but being in charge is blocking you. So maybe being in charge to the point where you delegate it would be the smarter choice, right? The Ace of Cups. You can manifest what you want. There's the gift of love in this trip. There's whatever you're working on here, there will be the gift of love on the other side. But it doesn't have to be all you making the plan, okay? So love is in the air. Love is good. There is, for my singles, you might be trying to make plans to travel, to go see a new love, and that is good. So congratulations. Others, it might be a new baby that you're going to go see. For your people who are old enough to have grands or nieces and nephews, all good. Everything here is good. The travel will be to go visit, right? To go visit, and that's good. But getting on top of making those plans before they fall apart is a good thing too, all right? What's going on right here? What is going on right here? This is your ambition department, that thing that gets you up in the morning. What's getting you up in the morning? All right. Fighting for your finances. Knight of Pentacles. I'm not surprised. We have the tree, we have the tower in the money department, so it doesn't surprise me at all that you're fighting for your finances. You need to get up, get busy with that communication situation, and handle that business, all right? This is all this week, so this is a lot going on. What is blocking you? Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Taking your power back and remembering which parts you can delegate, which parts you can't delegate. There's a lot going on in needing to be in charge of certain situations and delegate other situations. Some things can be delegated, others cannot. You know which ones you have to do yourself, which ones you can't do yourself, and which ones just don't matter. So I feel like you're coming to a place where you're going to need to sit down and journal it out and make a list of what you can do and what you can't do on any given day, or all the different days. Daily journaling is kind of hot. It really helps. I do it. I do it a lot, and it helps me organize my brain so that I don't get too scattered and I can stay on point, all right? I love scratching things off the list. So journaling is a spewing of all the words that come before you make the list, right? Whether you're happy, you're sad, you're in the mood, you're not in the mood, what's going on, not enough coffee, too much coffee, blah, 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 all that Yahoo stuff. And then you finally end up making the list, and you're able to go with, okay, what am I doing today? Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, and then you figure out which things you didn't get done yesterday, and you move them over to today. It's just how we do it, right? So all of this happening, you're going to delegate some stuff. Delegating, actually, of course, they're saying delegating will block you. Isn't that crazy? So stay on point with the money, all right? Stay on point with the money. You can't delegate the money situation, okay? But you might delegate other things, like the travel situation, right? And other things are very passive, and you don't have to do anything to make it happen. This information will come to you. Working out, you'll have to make time for, I know, but you're going to work it out. But yeah, also with work, you're definitely making decisions and coming up with a plan. It's going to be all right, because your solution is right here. It's talking about completing some things and starting others, all right? Well, I know we talked about the Fool being blocked over here, you being blocked from starting anything this week inside your heart. So maybe you'll just cue it up for next week, right? Maybe get it in line to be the thing you start next week. The thing that's, you're preparing. This is a preparation. This is a preparing to finish, preparing to start. All of these things are coming together. I really like it very much. The similarity between the Ace of Pentacles over here in your relationship and this guy here, very nice, like that. But I really see how this is going to be part of a lot of different things that are going on. I feel like you're making preparations, and they're going to be great preparations. So good for you. Nicely done. What's going on with your friends? All right. Your friends, what is going on? We have Page of Wands. New information is coming to you about something you might need to learn for your friends or with your friends. All right. So maybe your friends are going to work together on a project, and you're going to come together on a plan. Ta-da! And the King of Cups is blocking you. So there's going to be an emotionally based male energy person who's going to be like, I don't want you to go learning that thing right now. I want you to stay. Maybe the timing is off for this person as he's listening to the story. And maybe he just wants to be a part of, but he can't be a part of right now. And he's like, can you wait a week or two? Because I really need you to be right here. And I really want to be a part of, but I really can't right now. So there's a lot of question marks on that one, okay? So he doesn't want you to move ahead without him. He doesn't want to be left behind. That's the thing. So be aware of who this person will be and pay attention, all right? There will be a foundation and power situation where the answer is you're going to go ahead, you're going to forge ahead, you're going to create a foundation and power and say, dude, we'll just teach you when you get there, okay? So don't be alarmed. When you're ready, you come along and we'll have a foundation for you, all right? Because you're not going to actually wait for him. He's nice and he's sweet, but it's a block, right? And that person who's nice and sweet, you're going to come back to. And you're like, all right, cool. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll teach you. Don't worry. You'll be right on point with the rest of us in no time at all. You just have to come along when you're ready, okay? So you can start. It's like starting a game without all your friends there. You're like, no, we'll save a spot for you. Don't worry. You'll be able to pop right in and catch up in a minute, all right? What's going on in the unknown department? We have the unknown department right here. We're talking about cards that are actually going to end up working for multiple spots. I noticed a few others that I thought were working more than one spot, but here we are. Let's go ahead and talk about these three that are definitely working more than one house. We have the High Priestess, following your intuition. Aww. So you're going to use your intuition with your relationships. You're going to use it with your release situation. You're going to be using your intuition at work and your workout. You're definitely going to be using it around your money and stuff, and you're definitely going to be using it around your passion over here and with your friends. You can help that person feel better even though they can't be there on the very first day of the thing, and they will certainly catch up. No problem. Okay. We have the Death card. The Death card is talking about things that are blocking you, maybe. We'll see how that plays. So if the Death card is blocking you, it is saying that you not letting go or you letting go will block you. We know that's not true over here. We need to take care of doing that. We've said we wanted you to try letting other people take charge of what's going on, even though you are in charge of it. You want to delegate and delegate over here as well. So some delegation projects here for you. And making decisions over here about whether or not to let go of your work. There's a lot of potential releasing situations over here too in your money department where I want you to sort of realize that this is actually a help, not a hindrance, okay? So the Death card is helping in that situation and all those situations. So allow for releasing to take place as it needs to, and it will help you. All right? I like that over here, the thing that's blocking you is your heart, and you come into the sun. Because it's like these two are the ones that work to counteract the devil. All right. And our big solution is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is always about handling our power the right way. The Eight of Swords, sorry. This is the Eight of Swords. And it's telling me that, yeah, no, you're a little bit stuck in your power. So being aware that you're feeling stuck in your power, that's that Seven of Cups over here, right? The Seven of Cups is inside you, feeling confused and not sure how to handle it. Yep. Confused over here, confused over here, confused over here. You have all these places where you're stepping into your power. So many places. I'm not surprised you're a little confused, and I'm not surprised that you're overwhelmed. So be aware that maybe do 2 areas a day. You know, you can break it down into different areas, the communication and the money, the work and the communication, the friends and travel, friends and releasing, relationship. Pick 2 houses. You have so many things going on. Pick 3 houses. I don't mind. Whatever you choose is to do what you need to do. Whatever you can handle. How many plates can you handle spinning at once? You've got a lot going on. So I really support you and appreciate you, and I don't want you to get so overwhelmed that you make no decisions, okay? Look at it all from a different perspective and figure out which things can wait for a minute and then which things need to be handled sooner. We talked about not starting anything, so you're going to have to put a couple of these things on the back burner, but it's okay. We'll talk about them next week, all right? So Virgo, my goodness, right? Lots of stuff is happening. We're having a lot going on. We're definitely having this stuff, which is cool. Okay, so with all this happening in this particular week, the first week of November, the 3rd through the 9th, we're all queued up for a very exciting next week for the 10th through the 16th. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, I really wish that you might. If this resonated with you and hit you in some good way, I would love to hear about it. Write me a note, communicate with me, let me know how these are working for you. I really want to help you see what's coming so you can be better prepared, and that's my whole goal. So hopefully I'll see you next week, all right? Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk next week.